Hi guys, my name is Pav. I'm the founder and CEO of Stackfolio, and I want to start on a basic premise that I'm sure we can all agree with. Everybody that grew up in the age of the internet can agree that it is a fact that the internet and the engineers in this room simply will not allow human brokered spaces to exist into the future. Think PayPal, eBay, the NASDAQ. The most valuable companies on the face of the planet have disintermediated human brokered markets. So what if I told you that today in 2018, there still existed a market with over $500 billion to $1 trillion in annual transaction volume, 11,000 to 20,000 institutions that play in that market, and that market is operated entirely over the phone. Well, what I'm talking about is the loan trading market today. So let me give you guys a 500-foot overview of banks. Banks pay for deposits, the money you guys put in your savings and checkings account. They issue loans and earn interest, and then they make the spread between what they pay and what they earn. Just like in the VC world, though, banks need access to originate loans across every geography and across every economic sector. So how can we expect a community banking institution, of which about 6,000 institutions in the country, 95% of those are community banks, to originate effectively across all this geography? And how can we expect institutions like those up in New York to effectively create a diversified portfolio? Well, they do it through trading. So let me give you guys an example. So let's say we're looking at San Francisco, and you're a bank right in the middle of metropolitan San Francisco. If you guys have visited recently, I'm sure you're aware that it's a city of cranes. There are tons of commercial real estate properties being built in San Francisco right now. And because banks don't want to lose access to those developers and those customers, they're going to continue to lend to them and continue to originate that paper. Now, unfortunately, over time, they're going to become oversaturated in San Francisco, and they're going to become oversaturated in commercial real estate. Meanwhile, there's a bank up in northern rural California that just doesn't have access to any commercial real estate activity. Or there's an institutional buyer in New York that doesn't have access to any of this market. And how can we expect them to gain access? Well, for competitive, regulatory, and strategic regions, they need to trade loans today. And again, they do it over the phone, through human brokered networks. So what did we do? Well, we did what we knew best. We built a machine. We built a machine that starts at an online marketplace that democratizes the access to all of this loan paper, and a fully digital transaction process that walks multiple counterparties on either side through a very complicated loan trading process entirely online. We built a data aggregation pipeline that pipes in about 4,000 bank financial metrics on all 6,000 commercial banks in the country, and then serves that for competitive analytics to commercial banks and other financial institutions. We then use the interactions with that analytics product to power an AI-based prospecting engine so that we're able to know what every single bank in the country is in a position to buy or sell, and then drive digital engagement against them over email, publications like American Banker and Business Chronicle, to drive engagement against particular transactions on our marketplace that they're actually in a position to engage with. And we're well on our way to building out this machine. With just 14 months in, we have over 693 financial institutions across every single state on our marketplace. Last year, we transacted $30 million in loan transactions on our marketplace, and just in Q1 alone, we're going to more than double that at $80 million. That's going to close this quarter. The team that built this machine is top class. I have over 5 years of experience in AI and machine learning with publications and experience at the NSA, Bloomberg, Georgia Tech. We've got Omar Esposito, our Chief Revenue Officer over here, who has over a decade of experience in community banking, advising banks all across the Southeast, with experience from Credit Suisse and the Federal Home Loan Bank. We've got incredible data scientists with 4+ years of experience. We've got amazing advisors. Mario Clemente, the head of structured investments at Invesco, the legendary Steve Case, founder of AOL, is an investor in the company, and of course, some of you may know Bartow Morgan, who is the CEO of a $3 billion community bank right here in Georgia. And again, just to summarize, we're tackling a huge space, taking it online, and using data as a competitive advantage to get there. We've already got over almost 700 financial institutions and about $1 billion listed on our marketplace so far. And by the way, we're raising a round. If you guys want to talk to me, I'm available right after. And my email is pav@stackfolio.com. Thank you guys so much.